What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I got some big time Ohio State recruiting news to report today. This was expected over the last couple of weeks, but made official today. The number one wide receiver in the 2020 class, Julian Fleming, has committed to Ohio State. So first off, let's give credit to Ryan Day and especially Brian Hartline. They continue to rack up elite talent at the wide receiver position. And if you're an Ohio State fan, how can you not just be thrilled with the job that Brian Hartline has done on and off the field recruiting for Ohio State in the year that he's been here since replacing Zach Smith? These recruits are just drawn to Brian Hartline. No wonder why. He was a great receiver at Ohio State. He had a long, very respectable career in the NFL. This is one of the best position coach hires that I've seen in college football in a long time. He is doing better at his position, recruiting and coaching on the field, than anybody else at Ohio State at any other coaching position right now. So again, credit to Brian Hartline. He's obviously got a very bright future in college football. And also credit to Urban Meyer for going out and getting this guy last year. A huge pickup for the Buckeye program. And the best part about this signing today, Julian Fleming, 5-star receiver, is that he chose the Buckeyes over Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, and Penn State. Obviously, Alabama, Clemson, and Georgia, three of the top teams in recruiting for the last 5+ years. Clemson especially, who's just killing everybody this year in recruiting. The last thing we needed is for him to go to Clemson over Ohio State. And this was just a big day for Ohio State in recruiting. Hopefully they can keep this momentum going forward. The number 3 running back in the 2020 class, Kendall Milton, will make his official visit to Ohio State this weekend. So if Ohio State can sign him, this class offensively is going to be loaded, but they need to work on the defense. Right now, just one commit on the defensive side of the ball for the 2020 class. So it doesn't matter how loaded your offense is. If you're not going to go out and get defensive players, D linemen, cornerbacks, then it's just not going to matter. So Ryan Day has some more time. I'm not going to panic, but he definitely has to make some moves and go out and recruit some defensive players, because right now their whole recruiting class is all offense besides one safety. But looking at Julian Fleming, the kid's just an absolute stud. Obviously he's the number one wide receiver in the class. He's 6'2", 200 pounds. In his junior year at Southern Columbia High School in Pennsylvania, he caught 78 passes for 1,524 yards and 22 touchdowns. If we are looking at his scouting report, he's got terrific combination of speed, size, strength, and leaping ability. He easily separates. He's elite after the catch. And he's got elite ball skills, so what else do you want from a wide receiver? And also, the cherry on top of all of it is he is a game changer on special teams, they said. Urban Meyer would have loved this kid. Hopefully, Ryan Day is going to keep the tradition going that you make your way and prove yourself on special teams before you get to start. But a big day for Ohio State, obviously. Now he joins G. Scott, the other 4-star receiver we have in this 2020 class. Also 4-star Jackson Jigba, I think you pronounce it. So they got 3 receivers in the 2020 class. And again, now it's time to work on defense for the Buckeyes. With this commitment, Ohio State moves up to number 9 overall class in the country, according to 24/7 Sports. I know nobody really likes to use 24/7, but 24/7 is the site that I prefer to use. And also, every other site always has Buckeye players ranked lower than 24/7 does. I don't understand that. 24/7 obviously is a bigger fan of the Buckeyes than these other sites are. But according to 24/7, Ohio State is number 9 in the country after this commitment. Obviously not where Ohio State wants to be. The Buckeyes are used to being in the top 5, top 3 when we had Urban Meyer. But we got to understand this is the first year of Ryan Day, and these recruits probably want to see a little bit of success on the field before they commit to Ohio State. But number 9 is good for now. Like I said, if we can go get Kendall Milton and have him sign in the next couple weeks, that would probably put us close up to the top 5. And, I'm not going to complain. Last year we finished, 14th? So if we were to finish in the top 10, I'll be happy with this recruiting class. But obviously I would love to see us get higher into the top 5 and ultimately finish with an elite recruiting class. The teams ahead of us right now, number 1 Clemson, who's just lapping the field. No surprise, number 2 Alabama, number 3 LSU, number 4 Miami, number 5 Georgia, number 6 Notre Dame, number 4 Florida, or number 7 Florida, and number 8 Florida State. So my problem with this list is there's no reason why Florida and Florida State should be ahead of the Buckeyes in recruiting. I mean, those teams just are not good. And then you got Notre Dame too. like I said, I'm happy with the top 10 recruiting class right now, but the Buckeyes, even with Ryan Day in his first year, should have a better recruiting class than those teams that I just listed. The only teams that I can justify being ahead of us when it's all said and done is Clemson and Alabama. Ohio State is one of the premier programs in college football. You see all the talent that they're pumping into the NFL. Why would you not want to come to Ohio State? So hopefully we can get up there further. This Kendall Milton official visit this weekend is going to be huge. The Buckeyes need to land him. Number 3 running back in the 2020 class. If we can lock him down, we're going to be in good shape. But Ohio State has to go out. Ryan Day has to go out and get some defensive players. One defensive player in the 2020 class is just not acceptable right now. I've really never seen anything like this, only having one player as of now. So Buckeyes got a lot to work to do, but today was the first step, really getting back into the mix of things when it comes to 2020 recruiting. So we're going to have to see. I'm going to keep you guys updated after the Kendall Milton official visit. Hopefully it goes well and they can lock him down this weekend. We're going to have to see. But that's going to do it for this video. A big day for Ohio State as they land the number 1 wide receiver in the 2020 class, Julian Fleming. And hopefully we can just keep this momentum going forward. So that's going to do it for this video. I thank you for anyone who watched this video. If you're a big Buckeye fan, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I will check y'all later, and go Buckeyes.